You know, I had an idea the other day. What if they added a dragon into Warframe? Since I've never seen one, I thought that it just didn't exist yet and that they were gonna work on it in the future. Until I found out about Chroma. Now, Chroma isn't actually a dragon, although that would be awesome, but instead he is a Warframe with draconic powers, so basically a dragon. And when I heard this, I immediately wanted to get him. I mean, a Warframe with dragon powers? Who wouldn't want that? And so I began grinding for him. I already somehow had all of his parts besides just one, and that was the Saren systems, because for some reason, you need that to craft Chroma. And little did I know that getting Saren systems would take quite a while. Basically, to get her systems, you gotta fight this boss named Kella de Thame, but before you fight her, you gotta get at least 25 of these arena credits, which you get from the arena activity. And then after you farm enough of those credits, you're able to start the boss fight. And I'm not gonna lie, this fight sucks so much. I'll just let the clip play out to show you how long this stupid boss fight takes. And after going through all of that on repeat for like 2 hours straight, I finally got Saren systems and crafted Chroma. And honestly, I did not expect him to be absolute garbage. Gamers, I got Chroma. I mean, look at this guy. He's literally a dragon. He's so cool. Oh, that was cool. Anyways, he's so cool, and look at the drip I put on him. I think he looks sick with the drip. I put a cool ephemera on him. He's got the crown and stuff, like, he just looks cool. I think I cooked with the Chroma drip, but anyways. So, I actually have no idea. Like, absolutely zero clue what this guy does. So, we're about to find out. So, his passive. Wingsprout for an additional jump and bullet jump. So I can jump twice, cool I guess? Sure. Spectral Scream. Exhale a deep breath of elemental destruction. Tap to cycle through elemental to cast. Chosen element applies to all of Chroma's abilities. Interesting, so I literally become a dragon. I literally get dragon breath. That's cool, you can do any element in the game though, that's very interesting. I'm sure that'll have some stuff to do later. I can't read this ability's name. Vex Armor. Chroma fortifies squad armor when his shields are damaged or he kills an enemy with a melee weapon. He increases squad weapon damage when he loses health or he kills an enemy with a ranged weapon, double the effect on weak point kills. Wait, so just by killing things I increase the weapon damage? Wait, he increases squad weapon damage when he loses health or he kills an enemy with a Oh, GG. Oh, GG. And then finally, Effigy. Chroma turns his pelt into a massive sentry that strengthens you by allies and engulfs enemies in elemental attacks. So what does? Credit multiplier, extra credit chance. Oh, more credits, great. Like we need those. So yeah, Chroma's abilities sound kinda cool on paper, but in game, they're not so great. So I already have Vex Armor popped, so we're just gonna kinda see what we can do here. Let me pop this one as well, Elemental Ward. I just don't see Elemental Ward doing anything though, that's like the crazy thing. Pop this again, Vex Armor, run it back, yep. Keep it going, keep it going. Wait, have I already reached the max damage boost? No, surely not. Maybe I have. I can't really tell. I can't really tell. Guys, Chroma's a really weird frame. I don't know how he really works. I'm experimenting here. I have 800% armor for. Okay, so I think in the top right, you see the 800 and the 629. I think those are like. I think I already have like the max percentages on my damage and armor. which is probably why I'm not dying. But now I'm just really confused as to... It's not really a lot of damage, though. That's, like, the crazy thing. Like, I'm not really seeing a crazy difference. Like, I'm definitely seeing the... Oh shit, I'm... pop it. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I was dying. Okay, I'm dying now. I'm so lost. So I spent quite a while researching the internet for some time, until I stumbled upon the only build that makes Chroma somewhat viable. A glaive build. Alright guys, after doing some research, I figured out how to use Chroma. So, I leveled him up a little bit, or I re-leveled him after putting a formula into him, and I figured out how he works now. Basically, I mean, obviously he's outdated. I don't think he's had an update in years, so he's very outdated Warframe, but basically, the thing that I found is that the only ability you really need to use is Vex Armor. And the reason being is because doing the melee kills and the ranged weapon kills counts for glaives. Glaives do both at the same time. They count as a melee and a ranged weapon at the same time. So if you're using a glaive with Chroma, and you pop Vex Armor, you get both the 822% armor increase and the 646% damage increase. Just by using a glaive. And so here's the build I'm rocking with this, and it's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna pop the ability here. It doesn't really matter what element I have on. We'll just go over to Toxin there, because if I pop my dragon, but basically, when you're using a glaive on Chroma, it's really, really good. So, hang on, we just gotta rack up some kills here. We gotta like build up momentum here. But this build is really solid. Alright, so now that I've racked up some kills here, and we're at the max percent, basically, on both the things, just look at the damage I'm doing. Just watch the damage I begin to do to all the enemies. I mean, this build... Oh, I just hit myself. Okay, you can't do it to yourself, though. Don't hit yourself. Oh my goodness, the damage is crazy. Yeah, so this build is, like, heavily involved with just using a glaive. Well, like the Serrata, which is what I'm using right now. Oh my gosh, this damage is crazy. Oh my gosh. It just obliterates everything in the room, and then we repop Vex Armor, and we just keep going. And we just keep going. And as you can see, I haven't had shield this whole time, and I'm living. I'm chilling on health. 1.7 million right there, look at that! And this is all just from popping Vex Armor, and using a decent glaive build. I'm not doing anything else. This is literally just popping one ability. Yeah, so you're just able to kind of just fly around and just clear out enemies. You do crazy damage, you clear out enemies. This is great. This is amazing. This build is actually really solid. I'm not normally a big fan of glaives, because I think they're just kind of, I don't know, they're just not my cup of tea. I feel like they're a bit too slow for me. But using Chroma with the glaive, man, I mean, it's pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. This kind of made me a bit of a fan of glaives. But yeah, you're just able to clear enemies out, and I also just don't die. Because I have, you know, the 800% bonus to armor, and so I just don't die, like, even with having no shield. Yeah, see, if I could actually aim my glaive better... Oh, there we go, that's some juicy damage right there. But, this is, like, I watched, like, a few videos on it, and this is basically all Chroma is good for. At least that's what, like, I've mainly found. I mainly found his glaive builds for Chroma. So, yeah, I mean, if this is all he's good for, then you know what, he's pretty dang good at it, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm like on average, I'm hitting for, like, 700k. Like, on average, I'm pretty much hitting for 700k, but this is, like... This is much better than just using the glaive by itself on any other frame. I'll put up a clip for, like, a side-by-side comparison. But using the glaive on Chroma compared to just, like, another frame, it's just so much better. Like, it's genuinely just better. I mean, just, yeah, this is just a machine. This is literally just a machine. I just obliterate enemies whenever I feel like it, basically. Oh, I'm dying of life support. Okay, let me get out of here. Oh yeah, the other cool thing about Chroma I really like is that he's kind of a movement frame a little bit, because he gets his two bullet jumps. So I can kind of, hold on, let me get like a nice straight pathway. Here we go, so I can kind of just like, look at that. I mean, talk about a movement demon out here, dude. He's just flying. He's just flying. Look at this. Bang, bang, double jump. Boom, boom, double jump. I mean, it's just awesome. It's just awesome. Oh, and I missed. Alright, overall, I definitely think Chroma needs a big rework. He's a very outdated frame. He just doesn't, I don't know, like, he has some cool, like, stuff. Like, he has some interesting abilities, but, like, if his main thing is really just tied to one weapon, it's kinda mid, I'm not gonna lie. I think Chroma needs a bit of a rework. I think we really need to lean into the dragon aspect of him. He's fun, though. He's a pretty fun frame. There are more builds you can do with him that I saw on YouTube. Like, there's one where if you, like, really hardcore focus into his, fourth... Oh, that's not it. His fourth. That you could really just, like, target into this and just, like, be, like, a buff god. But the one that looked the most fun to me was just, like, speccing into a glaive-only build. So here's my build on Chroma, again. And then here's the build that I have on the Serata, which is transferable to, like, literally any glaive. I've had this for a long time now. I actually used to rock the Serata a lot until I actually got good at the game and got some better melee weapons I enjoyed. But, yeah, overall, Chroma, not a bad frame, not a good frame either. I was actually expecting him to be way better. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, if you enjoyed, like and subscribe for a cookie, and I will see you all in the next video. I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna learn how to fly. I feel it coming together. People will see me and cry. I'm gonna make it to heaven. Light up the sky like a flame. I'm gonna live forever.